okay, we got to get to school. We got to learn how to deal with finances. We got to unite our people together. You know.
Hello my people, and welcome to another episode of Sit, Sip and Chat. My name is Glenda York of GCY Initiative, which is a destination marketing initiative based on the island of St. Martin. And Sit, Sip and Chat is where I sit with different persons in the community that have different things going on. I bring them on, we have a sit, we have a sip, and we chat about it, just so that we can inform you guys. Today I have with me SIMPLETUNE. And if you pay attention to the local music scene on St. Martin, you should know who he is. And if you don't know who he is because you're lapsing, we're going to inform you today. Okay? So before we go into the conversation, first I got to tell you where it is we are. We are again at Great Bay Media Studios, right here in the heart of Phillipsburg in Great Bay, right here on Canagita Street. Number 32, Unit A. Just come right up the stairs, knock on the door. Let them know that I heard about you on Sit, Sip and Chat. I'm coming to see how it is, or you can help me do it, what it is that I have to do. Today, we sip into, I got to shout out when we have our sips. I have my drink, Simple got his drink. And we'd like to thank SXM Crazy Beach Bar and Restaurant for supplying us with our drinks today. SIMPLETUNE have a Hennessy drink. I have myself a whiskey drink. Don't judge, just enjoy, because we will enjoy our drinks, because that's what SXM Crazy Beach Bar and Restaurant does. They provide you good food, good drinks for breakfast and or lunch, and they are open every single day right now. So definitely make sure you check them out. Let them know I heard about you on Sit, Sip and Chat. I decided to pass by and have a taste for myself. Okay? Now with all that out of the way, now I gotta give all you the little melee on SIMPLETUNE. Tell all you his business a little bit, and then we're gonna go into the chat. So here we go. Born on St. Martin, SIMPLETUNE is an up and coming. No more up and coming. He here and he doing it. Okay? So SIMPLETUNE is a recording artist and producer. He began his journey into music at the age of 18, collaborating with close friends and family. And as the years went by, he started singing and experimenting with various tunes and vocal style, which deepened his understanding of music and its messages. Gradually, he became captivated with rap and hip-hop, finding it to be the perfect medium for expressing his emotions and crafting intricate lyrics, while still incorporating his singing to develop a unique style. Although he moved to Holland to pursue his studies, music remained close to his heart, helping him navigate tough and challenging times. And over 20 years, a significant turning point came when he reunited with his brother, whom he hadn't seen in over 20 years. Together, they embarked on a journey, starting from scratch with determination and consistency to achieve the right sound and garner positive responses from listeners. That was a whole lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the clap, though. I'll take the clap. I'll take the clap. So, even with all of that, if I just meet you on the street, I know you from Adam, who is SIMPLETUNE? How would you define yourself to someone you're just meeting?
SIMPLETUNE is I want to say a regular guy, but extremely in tune within himself. Mm-hmm. And we read off of energies a lot. So I know that at the end of the day, when we have a conversation, we can share something that is intricate and we're on the same level. You know what I mean? Mm. So with that said, music is a big part of that, because it's all vibrations. Mm-hmm. How you use your tongue, how you use your words, actions, and everything like mm-hmm. that. So I know I've engaged with a lot of people on the island too, anywhere apart in the whole world. And there's that mind, this is very interesting. So now we can always have deeper conversations because you get comfortable. Mm-hmm. So that's where I rest.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And with the name SIMPLETUNE, how you find the name SIMPLETUNE?
Well, it started off first as SIMPLETUNE.
Okay.
because I was a big fan of dance hall music as well. And you know, they had this song called "This a One Name Quarter to 12."
Yes. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
basically, that name, I was like writing the lyrics down because I was like, the Jamaican twang sounds very interesting. You know, and it comes from St. Martin and, you know, reading different books and stuff like that. And also talking with your peers on the street. So I tried to develop that sound. So I started out with Simpletune. Found out what the name later on, you know, doing a lot of like moving around in different venues and avenues and stuff like that. It meant like, you know, someone that thinks
Yes. Simple.
simple and
Simple.
ignorance.
Yeah.
It's like almost like stupidity. So you do a lot of stupid things when you're young in life. And with that said, as I came back to St. Martin, I reinvented that. And my cousin Edsel, he's doing a lot of movies and stuff right now. He was an R&B singer. And he said, you know what, you should just change your name to Simpletune though. And I said, you know what, that makes sense. And after I went on, as a creative mind goes, and say, life is simple with a tune.
Hey.
And at the same time, that's where we get the we face life, because I like to think very universal, hence the reason of like the deeper lyrics and communicating with people. Everyone has the opportunity to face life. So it's Simpletune, we face life.
Hey. This is why you should ask people about the names that they've chosen for themselves, because the stories, there's just, like you would think one thing, and there's a story there. I like that.
Oh,
That's very
you're
cool.
most welcome. God's
That's very
grace.
cool. There we go. Okay. So then one more, because they also have We Face Records, correct?
Well, it's actually on Face Off Records.
Thank you. I had it correct.
No problem.
Correct.
Because, you know, as I came down to, I just want to like show the best within the art. And the best way to do it is like musically, you know, performance, video. So I had it like a, how you say, like a media group kind of standing. So it would be simplecre8ionz media group. We have our Face Off Films, which was doing a lot of music videos and interviews with a lot of artists here.
Yeah.
So they like to give back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have a voice. And I do believe in that strongly. And Face Off Records will give them like a pattern for a deal to record. You know, sometimes they don't have like, for example, like $100. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Just give me the 20. We're good. Get
You work
yourself
with what they
together.
have.
You work with what they have, and they
Yeah.
embrace you for that, and I embrace them, and it has been positive a lot so far.
Oh, nice.
And Face Off Studio, of course, is the
Studio.
place, the studio,
Yeah.
the establishment.
All right, all right.
So we face life is a slogan. We face life. Everybody has their own individuality for winning, losing, and gaining.
We're going to leave it there. People, on that exact note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We are back, my people. I'm still sitting here with Simpletune, and we still having our chat. So don't, you know, you reach back. Let me stay here. Let me continue the chat. So, at 18, you said you found music. You were singing. No, you were singing before.
I would say, not to cut short.
No, go ahead,
I was saying that most likely 10, at the age of 10, the music vibration was in the blood. Because, you know, my brother, he DJs on the island.
Okay.
Back in the day with DJ Tony and DJ Petty, his name is. And we used to play on pots and sing and everything like that. But then the 18 came in with the professional song.
Yeah.
You know, in Holland, you go meet the studio, you see these people mastering. What is mastering? It's a song. You know, so you get to learn the engineering.
You see it on a different level of what it is you was interested in doing.
Indeed. And I was moving around to learn different things and always expand the mind, you know. So that's why that 18 age was so
Significant.
for that, right?
So then when you went up Holland, you went for school?
Most likely, yes. A better life.
What did you study? Or what was the direction you were going for?
International business. But I always wanted to do, engineering and architectural design.
Ooh.
Yeah, and also with my father, that rest in peace, Daddy, that he was a great man on the island that contributed a lot. So I saw his footsteps as a great man doing a lot of great things, fixing air conditions, which is actually a good business because it's hot. You know, people want air conditioning.
Makes sense.
You know, and not to speak on him much, but it's a reflection in me because I had to go through that journey. Like, he's very hands-on, very kind. You know, he likes to bring the unity and community together with his, you know, great works. And I had to go through that journey to understand myself a lot more too. Not to fill the shoes, because he never made it seem that way. But you know, you have this calling apart from your talent. You know?
Makes sense. Yes. So you have your natural talent, and then you still have your interests outside of that. So just to explore which one best fits you.
Right.
And what is pulling you more towards that.
I think it's a balance. Yeah. It's a balance, I must say. It's a balance. Music is also like, there's many things with music. It's an outlet. You know, it's a way to reach other audiences, of course. And it's a way to woosah to think on the next big thing. You know what I mean? So it's deep. It goes very deep.
Okay, so then you started in singing, and then you said you discovered, the rap hip hop scene spoke to you at a certain point. What was it that caught you?
Good question, my dear. Good question. And you know, there's a powerful thing about, because the rap, in the sense of what I understand, because people think rap differently. There's poetry there.
Yes.
You know, that would me also gravitate and respect poetry also. And with the rap, the way how they were spitting about revolutionary things, or even oneself, the dancehall, they had this direction. You know, woman, that. To me, how I grew up too, I didn't see a lot of, I know it's there, but not discriminated, coming from where I grew up in my household. So, but the dancehall kind of brought a lot of that too.
Okay.
But with the rap, it kind of balanced things out, because like, okay, we got to get to school. We got to learn how to deal with finances. We got to unite our people together. You know, there's a whole system that want to poison us with food and just keep it real with you. So you have to know what to eat healthy. I think all of those elements is in hip hop. Dancehall maybe has it as well, but you'll find that in reggae.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just listening to all of that, you get a whole sum of, you know, because back in the day it was like, this is one category, this is the next category, this is the next category, we only should talk about this. But with the fusion now of how things are a little bit more accepted, certain things, the fusion of music has different messages, and I like to hear that within.
What are the messages that has pulled you?
I think living on for a brighter and better day. You know what I mean? They have these songs that could enlighten your day, and they have those songs that go deep and pull the soul out of you to kind of like understand yourself a bit more.
What was a song that did that for you?
I would say there's a lot of music. I would say specifically one group, and I'm talking to their kids right now. That's amazing, actually. That was Bone Thugs and Harmony. And they had that rap element, and they also worked with Tupac, and Tupac was a big revolutionary. It's only two Bone Thugs I learned about Tupac, and that's crazy. But when you really study the music and everything else, okay, and then you have, you know, your island guys doing music down here too, that was always rapping, you know what I mean? A lot of new names and a lot of older names to a lot of legends. And they were always saying something, but at the same time they were expressing themselves and staying true to themselves, of course, ultimately, and saying what it was going through.
Yeah.
You know, life would be lifing.
And you found relatability in the music. So then, because you went singing, and then the hip hop culture, because of the subject matter that they were speaking on.
Correct.
And then that's where you kind of shifted your focus. And you said that you found a new way to express yourself. So I'm guessing, so then it's more of the mixing, the singing, and
with the rapid fire hip hop, right? Because you know, singing is melodic. Melody stuck in your head. People dance, people clean, wash, and it's melodies. And my mom was always a person that you would hear the Celine Dion, and she'd tell you about the Whitney Houstons, the Temptations, you know, deeper, older music. You would hear it. You know, grandmother had a vinyl with all the old school records, you know, and it's amazing. So, you know, being Because sometimes we're antennas of life, where we soak in different things, and we have to be careful what we take in.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? I think I could speak for myself, where I was born and learned how to filter that and bring it into a positive aspect. Because the negativity is there, don't get me wrong, I wasn't no angel. You know what I mean? But you learn to like beat that bush and go around that and stay focused on the goal.
There
and
you
once
go.
you find your purpose in life, I think you become peace within.
That is I like that part. Once you find your purpose, you find the goal, then you find your purpose, and then no matter what's going on around you, you might stray, but you know where it is that you're going.
That's correct.
Very nice, very nice.
Amen to you.
My people, and right now we going on a break. I'm going to have a sip or two off camera. We'll be right back. And we are back, my people. We are here sitting with SIMPLETUNE. You don't have to wonder where he repping, because he'll tell you loud and proud we repping St. Martin, of course. So we're talking about the music and your music career thus far. We've been in this professionally since 18.
Correct.
Find our way, making our music. How many, I'll say albums, but we don't necessarily have physical albums anymore. How many bodies of work would you say that you've put out over the years?
You got me thinking now there, because I know a body of work.
Approximation.
Approximation, I want to say about 10.
10.
I'll say about 10. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one would you say was your favorite one to put together?
That's a good question, because all of them are different packages within my life. You know what I mean? And that's why I always stress the case, and I follow the concept of, one of my favorite artists is that give the people them a body of work to understand. You take your time. Track number 1, I think track number 1 should be 3. So you have a good flow, because when you're listening to that body of work, as you mentioned, you want to feel the artist all the way through. I guess I come from the old school era. These days are different, and because music always evolves, you have to move with the time. So with that professional state, it's 10 solid tracks. And my favorite would be, it's hard to tell, because I like to have fun too. And I have tracks that, hit the clubs.
Yeah.
And, make you want to dance and everything like that. And the ones about love. I want to say the ones that make you dance about love, and the ones that dig deeper within the soul.
Okay. So first is make you dance.
Make you dance.
Then make you feel. And then make you think.
There you go.
I got you.
Let's put that together.
I got you. So then, because you're mentioning that each body of work represents different stages in your life, which is understandable. So then when you're going through that writing process, that producing process, how would you say, how do you find the words, or let's say find the sound? I think that's a better question. How do you find the sound to put together? Do you go in knowing what you're looking for, or is it more, let's just test some stuff out and then see what kind of clicks and go together?
I think ultimately for me, I was always going to keep the rap element. Because that's the poetry, that's the lyricism. The beat speaks also, but remember, as an artist, you could intimidate the beat and create the sound that you want to create. When I go in, I would ultimately, I won't have anything on my mind to, let's say, the topic wise, because there's so much, like, okay, maybe because I'm a Virgo, but my mind is like racing with so many ideas. Sometimes I come up with ideas there and this and that. Oh, I can't let that one slip. I'm going to hold on to that one. Hey, this one I feel so well. So the energies and the powers to be speak to know what song we have going to put out. My work ethic was actually more electric back then.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay, this direction, that direction. So I would have time. Okay, family man now, you know, can't do
Yeah,
much.
slow down a little bit. Slow
Yeah,
down a
slow down
little
a
bit.
little bit. So now I take it very, how do you say? I really push it to dot the I's and cross the T's. But still keeping the subject matter the subject matter.
Yeah.
So I think that's my approach too. That's my ultimate approach, and I can't rush the music
Of course not.
because the music is so bigger than you.
You can't rush anything creative. You have
You know?
to take your time and let it come.
And I had to learn that too because at a part in my life I was like, okay, get it out and get it out. And then my brother, thank God for him, he was like, hey, speaking Dutch, nee, the moet zo knikken. No, it has to be like this. And, you know what I mean? And not because we were always, how you say, empower each other.
Okay.
You know, to make us sound better and everything like that. So, you know, that's kind of the process in a way. You know, I don't really have a process strongly, but
when it hits you, you just go in and see how it goes.
magic.
I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. I like that explanation as well.
Not a problem.
So right now we have the single Been Around. Been Around is the single that's out now, correct?
Yeah, that's the single that's out now. We've been pushing.
Okay. Tell me about that song.
Ooh. This song
This song.
has been recorded 15 years ago.
Now, why you have the song sitting down there for 15 years first, and then you put it out the 15 years ago, and then why now you find it's the time to put it out?
It's a good question because there's a kind of a whole concept behind it as well. So, coming back from Holland, you know, I had a lot to say as well because that's when I was developing my studio.
Yeah.
So I had this CD. The name of the project I would say was "Open Doors and Broken Mirrors." No, sorry, correct myself. Dedication.
Okay.
So Dedication was the CD, and I had this beat maker from the States. He sent on the beat, and I just wrote on it. And I find it summed up a lot that was going on in Holland with me: the growth, the good, the bad, and the solutions. So with that said, also within that is like, I know Christ was always on my side. You know, no matter through these dark curtains, these dark tunnels that, you know, survived in and lived to tell the tale. This is like something that could, you know, solidify SIMPLETUNE to move on to the next plateau. But to bring that back out again, I was just driving and I was listening to my old stuff. Coincidentally, I normally don't listen to my old music.
You were meant to listen to it, so that's why it happened. So.
And I was like, and I had the right people around me now at the time to reinvent and recreate it. You know, the lyrics a little changed a little bit, but the message and the drive was the same.
Gotcha.
And I want to thank those guys out there. Definitely gonna say their name, Mikey and Rhythmic Lab. Thank you very much.
There you go.
And that's the single Been Around.
Been Around.
Yep.
Nice. So people look out for Been Around on socials. Just find SIMPLETUNE, you're going to find a song. Definitely, definitely. So what else can we look forward to from you?
More music, of course. Merchandise. You know, I got on my hat and thing.
He got on
We faced live. You know, it was going very well. I was on the road. Me and my wife were selling like CDs and USB sticks with the name and videos on it. You know, I have the shirts and everything like that. And, you know, more things will be coming on the way, of course. You know, just feeding the babies, you know how it is. And creating the future for them at the same time while having that voice. Because, you know, you have that voice. You have the talent, just, you know, pour it out.
You gotta use it.
Correct.
Definitely gotta use it.
More music, more energy, and more knowledge. The more I gain, I'm willing to share.
There we go. Okay.
Definitely.
So for the people, because we're gonna have your social media, Instagram on the screen. But if anything directly that you want to tell the people of St. Martin or in the region, now is your chance.
And you. No, I'm just joking. So you gotta know I'm a big fan of, you know, making jokes. I like to see people enjoy themselves and laugh. What to tell the people of St. Martin? You know, keep on striving. Be aware of surrounding, help your communities. I think that's important. But it starts with self. Always educate yourself and be self-aware of the actions and the words you put out there. Because, you know, it affects a lot of people in our lives. And the closest ones around you that are for you that maybe you even recognize. So I want to tell St. Martin, stay strong. You know, we pass through the hurricanes. I always tell people that. And keep on building and yeah, just ultimately continue being a good person. You know, don't always look for something back in return because, you know, he's always watching, been around.
There we go. Boom, bam. Listen, I ain't got nothing else to add after that, my people. Until the next one. See you next time.